Hey guys, it's Annie, and today I'm going to show you guys how I used henna to dye my hair. Now, if there's anything that you guys will learn about me, it's that I'm a huge fan of anything that's natural or chemical free. So about 3 years ago, when I decided to change my hair color a little bit, I ended up using henna. So chemical hair dyes are very damaging to your hair because they sort of have to damage your hair shaft in order for the dye to enter and make your hair a different color. And a lot of the time your hair might actually look a little bit better after you get it dyed, but eventually it's gonna, fade and end up looking dull and lifeless. So the great thing about henna is that instead of changing your natural hair color or bleaching it out, it's going to combine with your natural hair color. So for example, somebody with brunette hair will end up with like a dark auburn red color, and somebody with blonde hair will end up sort of as a true redhead. And now, henna is a plant, and the scientific name is Lawsonia inermis, and when it combines with an acid, it starts to release that red dye. Now, just as a warning, when you're buying henna, I would recommend buying it from a trusted website, something like mahandi.com, because a lot of the times when you buy henna in the store, it will not be pure henna, and it'll contain a lot of fillers and other chemicals that will be really bad for your hair. So what you need is pure body art quality henna. I got mine from mahandi.com and I was really happy with the results. It comes in a really fine powder, so it was a lot easier to rinse out than a lot of other hennas would be. So after you get your henna in the mail, it will come in these little 100-gram packages, and it'll be in a very fine powdered form. And then what you'll have to do is mix it with some lemon juice, and the acid from the lemon juice will help it start to release that dye, and you'll have to leave it in the lemon juice for about 12 hours. The next morning you're going to add some water until it's about a yogurt consistency, and then you just layer it onto your hair and leave it in for 4 hours. I know that sounds like a long time, but all the mess of henna is totally worth it because your hair is going to be in a much better state. It's going to be a lot stronger, shinier, healthier, and a lot more frizz-free. So the first time I used henna to dye my hair, I was really nervous about it. I was so afraid that I was gonna miss one of the steps or do something wrong and my entire batch of henna would be ruined or whatever. So I'm gonna take you guys through some pictures that I have from when I used henna to dye my hair, and I'll kind of explain the steps of preparing your henna before you slather it all on your hair. And so hopefully it'll help some. So hope you guys like it. Alright, so your first step is finding body art quality henna. I used Punjabi Prime from mahandi.com, and this henna has a slightly higher dye content than others on the site. I used 300 grams on my hair, which is below shoulder length. Now short hair will take about 300 grams and longer hair will need closer to 500 grams. Next you'll need to put all the henna into a mixing bowl and mix in enough lemon juice to make it a mashed potato consistency. The acid from the lemons is going to cause the henna to start releasing that red dye. Now you'll need to cover the bowl with some plastic wrap and leave it overnight for about 12 hours. After 12 hours, the henna is going to be releasing the most dye after that time period. The next morning, add some water to the mix until it's about a yogurt consistency. This will make the mixture spreadable enough to cover all of your hair. After it's mixed, use gloves to spread through each layer of your hair. You'll want to use gloves for this and wear old clothes because henna will stain your skin. Also try to stay away from the skin around your scalp, but if you get some stains on your skin, don't worry because it'll come off in a couple days. Next, you'll need to twist all your hair on top of your head and cover your head with plastic wrap. Leave it covered up for about 3 to 4 hours, and that'll give the dye enough time to enter your hair shaft and combine with your natural color. Next, you'll need to rinse out all the henna. This step can take a while. Try using a cheap lighter conditioner to help wash all the henna out of your hair, because using too much shampoo can dry your hair out. I used Suave coconut conditioner to help wash it out. Here's a picture of what henna will look like on dark brown hair. In this picture you can see some orange stains around my scalp, but those did fade in a day or two. Here's a picture from when I tested henna on a small section of my hair, so you can see the comparison from the henna to my natural hair color. So I hope this tutorial helps you guys out if you're thinking about using henna to dye your hair, and let me know if you have any questions.